Battered Women, Rae Leigh Poetry. 1. I have this recurring dream about him and his hands. I'm so small in this dream and so small in his hands, he can't see me. Not as a child, not as a teen, not then again as an adult over the age of 20. In the dream, I can't see his face. Not that I look up at him anyways, too. I am 14 when he touches me, making me feel guilty. Made me apologize, I learned to compromise, and now I can't stop saying sorry for the things I don't do. I have blood on my hands, and it is my own. I know that these words may feel familiar, sound like stories you've heard before from a little too close to home, but that's the point, I suppose, now isn't it? That he sounds a lot like your best friend, your father, your boyfriend, uncle, or brother, while I sound a lot like my coworker, my sister, my roommate, aunt, and mother, more than 2 in every 10. It has happened to your friends. We are taught to let them touch us, let them crush us, with the weight of the guilt until we break, but here's the thing, here I am, up here before you like I'm on the stand, telling you my story. So you won't watch it happen again. 3. You see, I learned this role from my mother, and she via hers, generation after generation floating by in their hearse, we unwittingly learn the role of the battered woman. From our mothers, and our sisters, and our grade school teachers taught fear and precaution and to keep our keys between our fingers, and, God forbid, when it happens, we are taught not to speak. So we learn to sit in silence until our bones start to creak while men like him move along like nothing ever happened. Hey, maybe he'll even go on to be president. He's really a decent man after all. A nice guy. And while your story is so important, here it just doesn't apply because poems like these are not about men like them. We only really need be afraid of the mythical madmen, as if grab them by the pussy doesn't echo through their locker rooms, and shrugged off boys will be boys. Instead of held accountable for treating women like their toys, all of these battered women, but no one to do the battery? We erase these men from the conversation like we do their responsibility for. I am not damaged. I am not broken. I am not your battered woman, and I will not be soft-spoken. I prefer the term survivor. Because I've been through this so many times, but damn, I'm still alive, so no. I will not play this role anymore, will not let you ignore your part. Because the wildfire of change is coming, and we will be the spark. 5. There is another dream I have had. That because of everything he did to me, I had a son. He doesn't think the rape jokes are funny, challenges his friends who say they are, keeps his hands to himself and doesn't expect a shining star. He treats people with respect and integrity, in hopes they won't go on to have stories like me. He gives those that do a safe place to speak. My son knows that crying doesn't make you weak. My son knows the difference between yes and no. He knows when to keep fighting and when to let it go. My son is the shining example of the difference you can make with just one. My son, our son, looks nothing like him.